Colin Maston gives it up. At the horn, it will not count. Well. They signaled counting the bucket. This gets really interesting.
Yes.
The foul occurred before the clock expired, but the ball was released after the clock expired.
And you could clearly see the lights went on the baskets.
That gets very interesting as well, Warren. He missed the free throw, and that ends the half. But if the contact occurs before the end of the half, in the act of shooting, but you don't get the shot off until after the buzzer. I know I'm asking a coach, not a referee.
That's a tough question, yeah.
We'll get our...
I would say that if the foul occurred before, you go with the foul.
But do you give him the bucket? We'll get our I's dotted and our T's crossed and come back. It's halftime. We do want to go back to that last play of the half. Thanks to Dave and Alicia Emenheiser on production. We're going to have a great look at this here. So let's see here. This is as slow as we can go, and that's Latif Lorenzano-White. Check out that box. And that ball is clearly still in his hands. Now, I don't know if we can get that one more time, but that's a great look. I also want folks to look at where the contact occurred as well. So the foul is called in the act of shooting. That's Colin Maston right there, and boom, there's your bump. So that comes before the horn goes off, but very clearly then the ball is released after the horn goes off. They count the bucket. We're still looking for guidance. We're trying to get it from the floor. I've asked some officials that I know as well, because I don't want to speak out of turn, and that's one of those calls you see very infrequently.
No, I don't think I've ever seen it in all the years that I've been around the game.
So at the NCAA level, you count the basket, and then you set the clock back to the time of the foul. So let's call it, that would have been count it and the foul with, call it, 0.2 seconds left at the time of the foul. NFHS, so high school rules, no basket, but 2 shots with the lane clear. Now again, that's a theoretical situation. It's easy for us.
Right.
We're slowing it down to 10% speed.
Yeah.
But in terms of that situation that occurs, how infrequently it occurs, you're actually going to adjudicate it differently at the NCAA level, where you count the bucket and take the clock back, even though the ball was released after the horn, versus high school, where you still count the foul, you take the basket off the board, and you shoot 2 shots with no time on the clock and the lane clear.
There you go. And I did see a conference down there with Dave Casino, who's the official evaluates the referees. I saw a little conference down there at halftime, and I'm sure that's what they were talking about.
And that is with the assistance, by the way, of former PIAA official Aaron Hart.
Okay.
Who is now doing games at the college level and is one of our favorites.